This is Mitch. I love the P word, and if you don't, you're a friggin' idiot. And I don't abide stupid people. Listener discretion is advised. Yeah, fuckwit.
Good riddance.
Last time, I'm pretty sure what's killing the crops is this Brondo stuff.
The Brondo's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops.
Yes.
Water. Like out the toilet?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be out of the toilet, but yeah, that's the idea.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Okay, look. The plants aren't growing, so I'm pretty sure that the Brondo's not working. Now, I'm no botanist, but I do know that if you put water on plants, they grow.
Oh, well, I've never seen no plants grow out of no toilet.
Hey, that's good. You sure you ain't the smartest guy in the world?
Yeah.
Okay, look, you want to solve this problem, I want to get my pardon, so why don't we just try it, okay? And not worry about what plants crave.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
Yeah, it's got electrolytes.
What are electrolytes? Do you even know?
It's what they use to make Brondo.
Yeah, but why do they use them to make Brondo?
Because Brondo's got electrolytes.
You're listening to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Day, that's what's going on.
I'm actually over here kind of like having...
That was painful.
I have chest pains because I feel like I just spoke to my family.
That was painful to actually listen to.
Yeah. I honestly I feel like I was just talking to...
I don't give a fuck!
Right.
Yeah.
All
that was
right.
bad.
So we're just...
I'm not getting any feed from the Fangle.
I got you up here. This thing?
I don't know why it's not coming up on my page.
Oh, I think Facebook just hates you.
Did you not tag me?
What are you talking about?
It's not coming up on my page, as usual.
Well, somebody's
People shouldn't speculate about the desire of the government.
I don't know what's going on, man. Jim Naffis is on the thing over here, and he's on Facebook, so he's posting
He's
from
seeing
Facebook.
it. How come I'm not seeing it?
I don't know.
How comes I can't see it?
I think you have brain damage from...
Dane Bramage.
Yeah. Oh, my God, I can't do this. It's just...
Nope. I got nothing.
So the clip that you just played to start the show, Paul's been having me watch videos. What is the show that people...
The Jerky Boys.
The Jerky Boys.
So she didn't know what the Jerky Boys was, and she's been listening to it.
You were watching the show or the Jerky Boys movie?
No, I was playing her
clips
of them calling people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
She'd never heard of it. And,
I've never heard of that.
But she sat here for an entire show where, it was happening. I still don't have the show on my Facebook feed for some reason.
Well, that's what I bought.
Reboot.
If I reboot, that would be a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
It is playing because I've got it up on my screen right here.
It don't make no good sense.
Yeah, well, much things don't these days. So that's why we're doing beer right away. So we have Paulander, Salvador Doppelbock. It's from München. I thought a German beer would be very, very apt.
All right, let's try this.
Oh, it's brown.
It is brown. It may be strong. Let's see. Oh, it smells like God.
Try buying this in 2 years.
This is what I assume God's underwear smells like.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, these Jerky Boys, you've heard of this, I guess?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so some of that stuff is super funny. I don't know. It's kind of stinky.
It's strong. It's very strong.
Ooh.
Stop it.
I give it a 3 for stink.
No good.
I'm going to give it
Actually,
5.5.
I'm sorry.
That's Jerky Boys.
It has, wait.
Sir. If this is
What are you giving it, Paul?
No, I'm going to give it a 7.
7? Okay.
Okay. So, I have to
really,
say
it's
that it
getting
doesn't...
better with each sip. See, the problem is...
here's why you like it.
Teeth 10 minutes ago.
Right.
That's what I did last time. That was a problem.
This does not taste like beer to me. This tastes like liquor. There's some sort of liquor.
No, definitely there's an alcohol content.
Double Bock tends to start tasting more like sherry.
Okay. So this is a liquor tasting beer, which is not my thing. So I'm going to give it a 5 because it's not my thing.
Ow.
However, it doesn't have an aftertaste, which is nice because it's kind of crisp at the end.
Yeah, they Sam Adams made a triple bock one time, and hi, buddy. And when I tried it, I wasn't a fan.
I didn't
but
get him a mic or headphones.
It really tastes like cooking sherry, like sherry, and that's what this kind of stuff does. It's very strong, a little sweet,
Yeah,
a lot of sugar in it.
I've never actually. I can't say that I ever tasted cooking sherry.
I hadn't at the time either, but then later
Pardon me?
after I tried it, I had some sherry, and I was like, "Holy shit! Wait a minute!" And I grabbed them.
I feel like I'm already getting a buzz off this beer. And I've
Oh,
had,
it's-
like,
yeah, you-
four
Oh,
drinks.
stop it.
You
No,
might.
seriously.
Come on.
It's made with
Seriously.
rufinol, I think.
Rufinol.
I just got roofied by Jim.
Well, you're welcome because you roofied me and M3.
I didn't. That wasn't my fault. You just
you
kept
too.
drinking.
No, I hadn't
then-
slept or eaten. That was my second
I
drink.
tried to feed you. I don't know what to
It
say.
was too late by then.
I was already like trying to hold him up on one side.
That was a
'cause-
different show.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
different.
I got up. You gave me peanuts. I blushed and then
You
I
said
went
Sherry,
and hid.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
You should have
thank
married her.
you.
That would have been a great name.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll skip right to the heart of the matter.
Well, you're gonna get thrown off of Facebook doing that.
Right.
That is Sherry-like. All right, so Paulander,
There it is.
Salvatore
You
Doppelbach.
better cut it off because you're gonna end up.
Yeah,
in
you're gonna
trouble.
get big trouble, man.
Then there won't be anybody.
I'm surprised the Jerky Boys don't come after
Fix
you.
that. I can do this little trick I know.
No, so Jerky Boys is very funny. Like, it is a laugh out loud situation to hear some of these clips that they do.
Yeah, I mean, they
Yeah.
used to really call people on the phone. What was the other one they did with the puppets? Crank Yankers.
Yeah.
Was another one where they did.
How's that, Nance?
They did phone calls.
No, I don't
That's-
care. Turn it off.
It sounds like I'm in hell. They did the phone calls and then they played it back and filmed it with puppets,
Oh my god.
which was
See, I can't.
bizarrely funny.
That to me is like you have to be like 8 or 9 years old to,
or him or I.
or grown ass men that just find that funny. But sorry, I've been told before I don't have much of a personality, so I guess that.
Who said that to you?
Oh, my boss actually. He
Where did you-
believes I not to be a funny person.
So where's he
I'm
buried?
Like, so the people in the
Maybe
office
it's,
were like, "You don't think she's funny? I don't think you get to see her in the way that we see her then because she's funny."
Yeah, but
And
she's making fun of him.
He's like, "No, I don't think she has much of a sense of humor." I said, "I work here, don't I?"
Well, I had
So yeah.
I had a boss do that to me, where like he called me in and we were doing some kind of weird intervention, and he was just like, "You're very self-deprecating, and it's I don't think that's right." And he's talking to me, and I'm like,
"It's humor."
You know, I'm fucking with people, right?
Please.
No, it's all real. This is what we do.
Like this is also the guy I told you about before. Brought the little boiled candies and couldn't reach them. It was like grunting to try to get to the candy.
No, I've
Oh,
never
yeah,
heard this
yeah.
story.
By the
Yeah.
way, and we'll get to this later, I have props. And you can eat them if you want, but these I was going to do
Candy props?
Candy props because
Candy prop.
but I'm using them.
Listen, I love chocolate. So could we do a rating thing on beer and chocolate?
We can
that
do
would
that.
be awesome.
We can do that. I just wanted.
Oh, so it's Godiva
since
chocolate.
We're doing a dumb fuck episode here.
He's a piece
when
of
people,
shit.
you know, I asked somebody.
Oh, so this is from Halloween.
This is from Halloween. I asked somebody. They were yelling at somebody was yelling at me about the economy, and I was like, "How many verbs are in the word economy?" And they didn't know. So I thought this might be a good idea to do.
You mean the United States, which has the strongest economy in the world post-COVID?
Yeah, well,
Wait,
you know what?
I'm
That's the
shocked.
commercial media.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sherry,
Good morning.
Sherry,
Good
the
morning.
little girl who lives down the street, not
Howdy,
to be
stranger.
confused with Steve Perry's Sherry, who makes her own
Sherry.
newspaper and lemonade stand. She has a totally different idea of what's going on.
Okay.
So if you want to talk about
we got there?
shrinkflation,
We got who's Moorjet?
I don't know who Morjet is, but Morjet.
dude, you're listening to it.
Talkative.
Just listen and you'll find out. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Welcome to the fray.
But if you want, you don't know what
and
shrinkflation
Jim
is.
Naffis sent me some cool shit before the show. He sent me some stuff,
All right.
but I can't play because it's copyrighted.
Well,
I
we're
feel
always
bad, but it was
fucked.
great. It was really good stuff.
This was last year's candy.
You did
Fun
not
size.
serve that.
Oh, you did you're doing a comparison in
This
size.
was last year's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shrinkflation.
And
That's what we're
this is
doing.
this year's. And the bags were. This was more expensive
Of course
had
it
less
was.
than back.
It was. Didn't you hear about the Coco incident?
I did, and then same thing with my Butterfinger. Somebody fucked with that.
Okay. So first of all,
It's somewhat of a butter
that's-
nub.
that
It's not
is
a butter
not
finger.
A Reese's. You give that to a kid, they're gonna egg your
that's
house.
like a Reese's Pieces.
This
right.
is a tease.
All right.
This is like
Okay,
a girl
so
kisses you on prom night and then runs home.
I'm I'm just trying to figure out how this lasted in anyone's household because
Sugar.
I love chocolate, so there's no way I would have a year old to compare to.
I don't think that's actually. I think we did actually find some fun size stuff.
Okay,
It's just you had to pay a
gotcha.
premium for it.
Yeah. I
admire your
But
honesty.
this was the size of everything we had always gotten up until we're not those. This year people kept coming up like, oh, you're not giving out full size candy. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
No, but
One kid came
It
up.
was a car payment as it
wait a minute.
was for these 200
Did you
kids
really
we
hear
got.
have people say that
Yeah,
to you?
yeah, people were
You mean
coming-
they didn't
No,
know what
nobody's-
the candy size was
No.
themselves?
One kid came up and said, what kind of candy you giving out? And Bree's like, the free kind.
That's a good response.
Get the fuck off my lawn.
Right.
But yeah,
Here's
it's-
what you should have said.
You little scumbag! I got your name. I got your ass. You will not
Well-
laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you.
I've been told that might be considered a felony.
Yeah, but see, if you're me with my microphone,
Yeah, you can get away with it because you'll just.
You know, I'm like this. I'm like this.
Oh, Tom's World's in the house.
Mary Jane Brockentrot, through her pretty pink panties, are over.
You were yelling that on the street?
I was yelling all kind. Wait, I was doing it like this.
I was gonna say.
As he was chasing kids.
I did chase some kids.
Yeah, well,
this was me.
they're
here we go.
bold.
Here we go.
That name sounds like royalty. Are you royalty?
We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. How about this one?
Holy dog shit, Texas, only steers and clears come from Texas.
That's like if you're in the army of hell.
Can't even understand what it is.
Jesus.
The deep voice thing's not working. Let me try it.
Is it working for me? No, that's too high.
We were doing sort of stuff like that.
Yeah, I was doing this.
Did you have that thing out on Halloween night?
Yeah, I did.
I had a few.
I was out there just, I was yelling at the kids.
I'm like giving candy. I'm like, the motherfucker has the board out.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, well, the 7 and 8-year-olds aren't scared of you.
No, not
so-
anymore. They're not scared
Yeah.
at all. They're like, hey, Mr. What is your name?
Bye, douchebag. Never come back.
What happened? Who
He's
was
being
that?
he's being an asshole. I don't know. He's just
I don't know who the guy
random
was.
jackass.
Maybe he was a plant.
Fuck him. He's
It
gone now.
doesn't really matter.
Tom from Tom's World is here.
That's what I said. He's in
We
the
we tuned in
house.
last night, Tom. We were watching your question and answer a little bit. I did not check to see if you put a new video up this week. I'm sorry. I was busy at work.
He's quite busy.
I'm very busy right now. I've got a bad project going on at work and outside of work. I've got
Yeah, you have a
I got
lot
of-
going
got a
on.
lot of stuff going.
You have a lot
Whatever.
happening.
It's fine. That's what drugs and alcohol are for.
Don't fuck with me again.
Yeah, you can't really understand.
Ah,
this
that's
stuff.
cool. I love this site. I love the new streaming service. It knocked him off everything. He got us on. He found us on YouTube and was just being an ass. I don't play with that. You don't drop. I don't care if he's kidding. Don't drop the word pedophile.
okay, so Tom-
Oh yeah,
doesn't
why
have-
would you say that at all
Jackass.
anywhere
He said something?
connected to
He
the
said
P
it stands
word?
for pedophile, and I'm like, dude, you're just hogging up the chat and being a jackass.
Oh,
if you
wow.
can't just
Yeah,
listen
like,
and figure
be
it out,
nice. Like,
fuck
just,
off, or
why
I'll find
not?
you and burn your fucking house down.
Oh my goodness, have a beer.
Wow.
Right.
That's
He's a guzzler.
that's a new one. I haven't
He's
heard
a
that
guzzler.
before.
I do.
You know.
You know what?
He likes to take that off. No,
are you doing
that's
over there?
terrible.
Oh, you don't like that?
No, don't like
All
it.
right, eat all
So
this
Tom
candy. I don't wanna
he
deal
didn't
with
do a new show this week, so we'll wait till next week. I'm sure he'll have something up.
What the fuck?
It's fine. It'll be next
Easy,
week.
easy.
Calm
Jesus
down.
Christ.
So it's funny because we just let the kids, like you do, we let the kids grab whatever.
Oh, we don't let him grab it.
Oh, you don't?
Oh no, I've seen kids like start doing this.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we just like say okay, and some kids were courteous and they were like, "Can I take how many can we take?" And I said, "It's early in the night. There's going to be lots of kids. Just take a couple."
And then she was like,
You're really a loser.
just take a couple. And then some kids would just grab a whole handful
Yeah.
and take it. And we did a car payment's worth of candy this year because
I'll
we had
agree to that.
over 200 kids.
yeah, easily.
It was the best. Listen, it was the best Halloween that I can remember. I think because it was so warm and because we got so many kids, it was just so fun.
I was dying.
We had such a great time. We served wine to anyone that,
I saw some drunk neighbors
particularly
wandering
the
around.
mothers.
The 5-year-olds were digging it.
Yeah.
No.
This is a soundtrack from our Halloween.
Yeah, we couldn't
that's
hear
kinda all over the place.
ours. People were like, "Can you turn it up?" And I finally turned it up so they could hear it, and it was too loud. And they're like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Well, there's people down there."
Right, those people down the.
There's not much I can do. You have to just kind of like it's ambiance. It's not like I'm trying to blast you out.
Yeah, but the kids would. I noticed if I asked them to only take a couple, they were very choosy, and they were like digging through the bowl to find just what they wanted.
That's how you get cholera. Yeah, we have occasionally gotten overwhelmed, and kids come up, and they start grabbing, and they always grab a handful.
Yeah,
and they dig through, and that's why we're just like, no, we even had to put like a blue light strip along the little step.
Did you put the tape down too to catch the fly, kids?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you? I mean, there were a couple kids that came in suits that were so big, the big blow up suits, that when they would come into the garage, they were like knocking into stuff and all that. But listen, it was a great holiday. I think some of the kids had off school because one of the parents were like, "Well,
they give them off for deer season. They should give them off for Halloween Eve, whatever the hell, All Hallows Eve.
Never got the feed, dude. I don't think I'm tagged.
Did you see the new hat?
It's not on my page.
Did you notice Tom's new hat?
I don't think I'm tagged on the show. It's not on my page.
Why do you need it? It's right here.
That's not the point.
I don't know what you're trying to get.
My Facebook feed is not carrying the show on.
I've got it. And there's people commenting on it.
Oh.
Jim Naffis is on there, and so
is he on there or is he on Facebook?
You see the big F
or YouTube? Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah, Facebook and YouTube.
How come I can't see the damn show?
I have no idea. I have it up right here, and I can play it. If I hit play, I'll get that stupid look off my face for a moment, maybe.
I don't understand.
Yeah, there it goes. We're just kind of sitting there listening to shit.
So, Tom, about your hat.
Well, now I'm getting it.
I have to say, I didn't even... honestly, I listened to your content. I wasn't really paying attention to what you were wearing. So, yeah. I mean, do you remember Tom's hat? His mom got him a hat that he was wearing in his live feed.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Which goes to show you what you say to me all the time. Nobody cares what I'm wearing.
No, nobody does care what... I won't remember what shirt Jim is wearing tonight and
you might.
Whatever. I just don't pay attention to stuff.
Well, that's like one of the things I was going to bring down. I think to do it before I grabbed my shit and ran down. I wanted to bring some of the bits of my Halloween costume just to show you how much.
Not the naughty bits, though.
Well, maybe a little.
Okay.
Naughty. They cover the naughty. No, the amount of effort that goes into shit nobody sees.
Listen, I know we're close.
Naughty bits and shit.
We're like family, but I no jock straps at the table.
I don't think I have one. Oh yeah, I do still have one. Yeah. I only have the one. No, it's just like these little things that like covered my legs. They actually have chainmail and pieces of metal that I made into intricate stuff that nobody probably even saw.
It's
I mean nobody's looking, but it's the kind of crazy shit I do just to keep myself occupied.
And that's what the shame too is all of the stuff and the effort you put into it.
What was that?
It was me.
You do wonder like how much people are actually taking in because it's such a quick transaction. They come in, they look around, they make a comment, they grab candy,
they
and they go.
see a thing or two, and it's like
that's why we put that
but
sign up.
we put so much into
Maybe
it.
we'll do a sign-in sheet next year.
We put the sign up saying, here's, we made that Facebook page, and we put the sign out and said, and people read it. They're actually reading it. But it's like, I still haven't seen a single photo uploaded to it from anybody else. Bree's like, you sure they can do it? I'm like, yes. But yeah, I've not seen anything. And mostly the only comments I got were like, wow, you're really hot. And I'm like, yeah, it's 80 degrees. And I'm in this suit.
I thought you meant like really
I thought I heard them
sexy
say
hot.
that and then try and touch your ass.
Well, there were a couple. Yeah. But that was just the old ladies down the
Yeah.
street. But, the three that stand around the cauldron. But no, man, like, people just came over and like when they finally got a like close look at my face, they're like, you are really hot. I'm like, yes, it's really hot in here.
It was extremely
Oh, so
warm.
Tom's saying it was his Indiana Jones hat.
Yeah, his
How
mom
did we
got
miss
him
that?
a hat.
How do we miss
Listen,
I don't think there was. I would have remembered that.
he definitely had it on.
At some point, you took it off, Tom. I mean, the hat, not.
I don't
Ariana,
know.
how you doing?
It might have been.
I don't know, man. If you can say I would have remembered that if you've already forgotten it.
I would have remembered an Indiana Jones hat. And if you
I
pulled
don't
out the
know.
bullwhip, it would have been the icing on the cake.
Stop, man. It reminds me of my mother.
You know how I got started fighting?
Oh, Ed's in the house too.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
How about
Don't
maybe
sound so
you and
excited.
I, maybe we'll go out together.
Do you have
get
the
something
feed
to
yet?
eat. I don't know, maybe
Do
laugh
I
a
have
little
the
bit. Who
feed?
knows? You know.
Your feed
What feed?
I don't know. He's just playing with
in
that.
Facebook.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to
figured it
reboot, as you said.
Do you guys want to play a game?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So there's a show on, and this happened concurrently, but maybe not. I think I heard it. There's a show called.
Tom says he takes it all off.
See?
Uh-oh.
But it's under the table.
We don't want to be
Like
known
the
as
pay.
the P word, is like doing all this.
That's like that one time I played strip poker with
We
the
already got
German
accused
people.
of being pedophiles.
All right, we're
apparently.
gonna play a game. What's this
So
game?
did you ever, on HBO has a thing now. It's called it's Florida Man, and it's dramatic reenactments.
That's right,
of
it stinks!
Weird Florida stories. So what I have here.
Okay.
Oh, we have to guess which is the.
There's six.
Oh, I like this.
There's
Let's do it.
six headlines, and 5 of them are real. One of them I made up. You have to tell me which one is the made up one.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Go.
Here we go. All right, so the first one is a naked Florida man discovered eating ramen in a restaurant as police searched for a different burglar that ate chicken wings. That's one.
Sounds plausible.
Police, a Florida man thought he was stealing drugs, not laxatives, which I don't even want to be in that police car. Florida woman drops her pants, licks a man, dances naked in a Waffle House parking lot. Florida man steals 75 pool floats for sex.
Only one of these is true?
Only one of these.
See, they all sit like-
only one of them is not
It's
true.
not true.
Oh, like they all sound plausible.
Florida man dies after he runs out of Jack Daniels and drinks the brake fluid from his car. Florida man who allegedly threatened.
Good year.
Florida man who allegedly threatened his family with Coldplay lyrics ends a standoff with SWAT after they promise him pizza.
I'm sorry, they all sound plausible.
I'm doing. Is that it?
That's it. So
I'm doing the pool floats.
Pool float guy
is bogus.
Okay.
He already forgot what you're gonna have to
So,
run through them again.
Naked man discovered ramen in a restaurant as police search for a different burglar that ate chicken wings.
See, they all sound plausible to me.
Florida man thought he was stealing drugs, but instead they were laxatives.
Yeah, we'll just go with that one for the sake.
That one, and that's I think Tom's going with that one. Yep, the laxative ones. All right. Anybody? Any other guess?
But they all sound like they could happen, especially if you're like right outside where my mom lives.
I lived outside of Lake Worth, dude. Nothing gets that weird. All right. The one that was made up was Florida man dies after he runs out of Jack Daniels and drinks brake fluid. All the rest of those are true.
Oh.
See, the brake fluid I would have believed too, though.
I had to actually, I know, that's probably a real story, but I did make that up. The one with the pool sex, I had to actually research that one to figure what that was about.
That was going to be my
Can
my
you
second
explain that one
choice.
to me? Because I'm not sure.
He was stealing them because if he doesn't have them to have sex with, he'll start raping folks. I mean, look at him. He's a handsome guy.
Oh, okay. I wasn't understanding. Florida man
Is there a hole
steals
in this
75
At the end of the
pool
at the end of the
floats.
float, there's a hole. They're hollow.
I see. That's where I lost it. That's
Like
where
the
I couldn't.
the armband
You know what I
ones?
was thinking?
No,
the
the
pool
float.
floats
The noodles.
is the round like.
Oh,
Noodles.
I was thinking
I was thinking the
tubes.
blow up thing. I was thinking like ducks.
I was thinking the tubes.
I was thinking like the things you
Swines.
throw off a ship that says like SS
Not
something
pool
on it.
floats, but
the
yeah.
guy'd have to be hung like
yeah,
a
I was
monster.
going to say, but it hung worse than a whale.
Yep. And Tom, you're right. It is, and you know,
I like this game though. You should do this.
we should do this every week.
Of course you
Yeah,
should.
it's a good
I
one.
can do this because I was telling my daughter a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, I swear to God, I thought I made up the Florida man thing. Because years ago, I was like, when I came home from Florida, and I'm like telling people stories, they're like, "Now, come on."
Yeah, in Florida.
They're free.
Anything
We
goes.
saw some stuff when we were in Florida. Remember, we
Yeah.
got lost. We went to where did we go? We went to the Home Depot or something.
You're
somewhere.
really usually good with directions.
I am, and so we got turned around in the parking lot, and I went out the back exit, and I thought I was heading in the right direction. Maybe it was a side exit,
It was a side exit.
And we ended up. We were like 30 miles the wrong direction.
We were where we were not supposed to.
It was not good.
It was not.
It's not good.
People who whistle when they talk. You know.
Well,
wife looks really, really a lot like him.
You know, it was a situation where if you're in a small neighborhood or like an area of a township that people know all of the people that live there.
Oh, in Florida, they're called inbred communities.
And then a car that they don't know comes down the street, you naturally are a target.
We've all seen Deliverance, yeah.
That's where I was.
That is kind of what
we were in a place.
We felt
Yeah.
like we need to get out
and we were
of
hungry.
the situation.
Weren't we hungry?
I think we're always hungry. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially
it could have been. We're always like, oh, we just had breakfast. What are we having for lunch?
Well, ain't nothing.
We just had lunch. What are we having for dinner?
Y'all got nice teeth to eat with.
But we felt like, let's get this car turned around and get in the right direction.
And we were just trying to get it was a screen window patch or something.
Yeah.
In Florida.
So when we go to visit his mom, we always try to make sure
everything's in order.
The house has everything she needs, and it's all like.
But you got to let it get to the right kind of shitty, or it'll stand out.
No, not in her neighborhood. No, and she's a prideful person. So we did stuff around the house.
We freed the frogs.
There were real frogs?
Oh, so listen, they have these little tiny frogs. You should know this, being a Floridian.
He may not have lived.
We had toads.
So she lives.
They were poisonous.
They're so
it's very,
cute.
Very humid where she is, and she has a small area, a retention basin right behind her house. So there's a lot of frogs. When I say a lot, I mean thousands.
If
of
not,
frogs.
people would be dying of malaria.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were fixing. I was washing her windows. We were fixing her screens to put back on the clean windows. And these little tiny, as cute as they can be, frogs were kind of like jumping into the window frame so we couldn't get the screen back in. And then they would jump up higher. And he was so afraid they were going to jump on top of him. It was so funny. And I kept like poking them so that they would jump off.
Were they like sucker frogs, like tree frogs? Or were they like,
yeah, some of them.
Yes.
There were all kinds.
Because they were annoying because they'd jump on your face and just stick to you. And that was
Right,
kind of unnerving.
and he was like, and one jumped in my hair, and I don't care because they're tiny and they're really,
You
really
could squish
cute.
it with your pinky.
That's because every time there's a
They're
puddle,
so cute.
If there's a puddle in Florida, within about an hour, there will be tadpoles in it.
Exactly.
So yeah, they're constantly being born. We had I saw very few frogs where I lived. They were those sucker tree frogs that could like climb on glass.
Yeah.
Mostly they were toads, and they were very poisonous.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, they could have been poisonous. See that?
I don't know. We were kind of messing with them.
If they have a little thing right back here, the frogs up here or toads up here have it, but it doesn't work, and it looks like mayonnaise is leaking out. That's the poison. I hate Florida.
Oh.
So gross. That was jumping on you?
Oh, you know what else we saw? We would take a walk every morning in her development, and a hawk. Was it a hawk? Yeah, it was a hawk.
I think it was.
That flew like right in front of us and landed on a tree.
Just hanging out.
That was like 60 feet from us.
Wasn't
no
scared.
fear, no nothing. It flew right in front of us, landed, and we got to walk right by it and really like get a look at it. And it didn't even flinch. It was just like, all right.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
We had one do that on Halloween night. It flew like between our house and Howard's.
Really?
At about 6 feet off the ground.
Wow.
And then it was sitting on the telephone pole, just kind of staring at us. I'm like, you can eat all the shit in the backyard.
That was super cool. I've never seen a hawk that close before.
We had a 6-point deer stick its face in our kitchen window the other day.
Well, we have a lot of
Right?
deer in
Yeah,
our neighborhood.
yeah.
A
Deer.
lot of deer.
Deer.
Not for long. They're gonna bow hunt them down.
Yeah.
But yeah, Florida's like that. You go to it's like Philly. You have to, like, if you're going to school, there are certain neighborhoods you run through. You know, a couple of blocks, and then you run and you stop. Like
I didn't have that experience.
where I was first.
Maybe if I lived where I grew up
I spent
now,
the summer
I
over
might
by
have.
Girard, and that's the way it was for the kids there. But and some of the guys I worked with later. But Florida is like that. Like you'll drive through certain neighborhoods, and people just like, leaning against the wrecked car in their drive yard with their hand down the pants of their daughter, like looking at you funny.
Oh, no.
That was just our neighbor, the Tuckers. That's just...
No, we didn't. I mean, there wasn't anything like that, but it was
we
so
were on that
humid.
one road where
Oh
it
my
was
God, it was so
closed
hot.
that we ended up on with the sheriff and all that thing. There were some weird houses on that street.
You were fucking with a Florida sheriff?
Nancy was like, "Fuck them," and just
Oh, that time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were on
So
a
I was
detour.
on route to go to Universal Studios, and they closed the road. And
in the middle,
cop
in the middle of Florida,
in
like
the middle,
dead middle.
yes. And so the cop was stopping everyone, but then he started to just go chat with people in line waiting to figure out what was going on.
I knew who they were.
Y'all got any gummy bears
And I
in
was
there?
just like, you know what? This guy is. I'm turning. I'm just gonna turn.
Having a good time.
The only thing that would have happened is he would have like told me like, whoa, like stop. You can't go down that road. It's closed. I just went anyway.
But then you would have said something. He would have been like, "Oh, you have an accent."
So
Y'all
he never
are
even
angry.
stopped us. We drove down the road. Well, we got turned around. We had to U-turn and come back because at the 3 miles down, they truly were like, you cannot come on this road.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It's closed.
There was a good reason.
Then I wanted to turn to just thinking,
Cause cut through.
I'll
there.
just cut through. And she was like, because it didn't get, it was a road that
to nowhere.
Yeah. It didn't say no
That
outlet.
leads to me.
But
It showed that it
Google's
went somewhere,
map-
but the map didn't look right.
Google's map
Yeah,
said
well,
there's
yeah.
nothing down there. You can't drive down there. So we turned around, and then ended up passing the cop, but he didn't even recognize
He's like,
us.
"Nah, they're from the north. They're gonna die."
They
Not a
didn't
bunch of
recognize
Yankees
us.
in one of them little.
No, we
frickin'
were in a
accountable
rental car,
boxes.
so we had Florida tags, so he wouldn't have
I know,
known if
but
we
I'm
were
just-
from there or not.
You could just go.
Well, it's like when I
Yeah,
was
I'll
at,
go with
when
it.
we were at Disney last time. I cut my finger with a bayonet. I had to go to the hospital.
What?
Yeah.
How do you tell that story with a bayonet? Like, why were you? Why did
He was
you have
reenacting.
We were trying to open a bottle of
Civil War.
wine, and I went and bought a wine puller, and it was wired to the thing, and I didn't have anything to cut it, but I had a bayonet in my backpack, so.
And you drove to Florida?
Yeah,
Or
we
okay.
drove, yeah.
I was gonna say you didn't get on a plane with
I
that.
usually no.
You would have been
I got busted once
Pulled
with,
out
a,
of
with a
line.
cork puller going through customs. They were just like,
okay. I was like, you're not flying with that.
He's on the fly ban.
So I cut my thumb like right here, like down, and I'm like, ooh. Caitlin's
Stitches?
Caitlin's like, what's the matter? I'm like, you want to see what a tendon looks like? She goes, no.
When I was 14,
Did it have like seeds?
No,
Did it look like
it-
seeds?
No, it was just white strings.
when I was 14, I was on a trip for camp. And we stayed at some
Band camp?
we were in Staten Island. So I don't know. if
Play the
that's-
flute?
Was
It was.
band
It was
camp?
actually like it was.
Your
it was
harmonica?
Teen tours. It was teen tours. So we stayed over in Staten Island, and we'd gone to New York that day, and so they let us stay in some community center for the night. And so I got a can of Coke, and I was trying to be a wise ass with this girl I was trying to impress, and I twisted the can and broke it, and then
Cut the
at
shit
the
out of
same
yourself.
time caught part of my finger and ripped open my finger. Probably should have gotten stitches with what was going on. I don't remember what finger it is, but there's a scar. I think
I don't do that anymore. Crazy glue works fine.
But yeah, and I saw.
Well,
I
this
saw
needed
bone.
them. Yeah, I've seen bone. That was this part of the thumb. That was earlier.
But
with
you know, the skin on your fingers isn't that thick.
no,
So
but-
the reason I asked you about your tendon is when I was younger, I cut my foot
These are my favorite conversations, by the way.
on glass running
Patricia
barefoot. I was
Phillips in the
barefoot
house.
all the time. So Rand cut my foot, and you could see
Yeah.
through the wound, and it looked like there were like seeds. Why was that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I cut my the top of my foot with a sword one time.
Maybe they were fat.
What
cells.
is with you and knives?
It's a long story. But
Oh my god!
the moral of the story is if you're going
He
to work out,
circumcised
if
himself.
you're going to work out with a sword, wear gloves. You get sweaty and you drop. So it rolled across. Thank God, didn't like stick, but rolled across and chopped
What's
it.
happening?
We're banned.
We're not streaming to YouTube. What the hell?
Oh, what's it saying? What's going on?
There's some problem streaming to YouTube. I don't know why.
Are we having a feed issue?
I don't know. I banned that dude, and all of a sudden everything went to hell.
Uh-oh.
He turned us in.
I think we're being
We're being monitored?
No, we're not doing anything wrong.
What is it? Or
being
is it
targeted.
Is it our internet connection?
No, I mean,
Looks like it's blinking pretty good.
What's this? A wave? And
Ariana is in the house. She's she's away at welding school.
That's cool.
It is cool.
It is
I can't wait till she gets back. And she
I don't know. I think it's a problem on their side. I'm not going to worry about it right
Oh.
now. It's just having some issues there, but we're
Well,
still on Facebook, and
we'd have
it'll
to kill the
get
show.
what it can get.
Finally, something's working on one side.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, I don't know.
So Tom's probably like, "What's going on,
No,
guys?"
I mean, it's been working for a while, unless that jackass who I kicked out reported us for something. But I don't think they.
What did you do?
Well, we didn't do anything
do anything.
wrong.
That's the problem.
We kicked him out because of the things he was saying about the P word.
Yeah, he was just being a
Like
freak.
you can't
be a freak.
You can't
It's Perry
say
Paul.
things
Get
like
it right,
that.
man.
Well, I'm not doing that.
It's the Perry Paul word.
Totally not what it means.
It is for me.
That's fine. I was gonna wear my big P shirt
Pauly
that I
word.
got for my birthday, but I still wanted to wear.
Oh,
this
you
instead.
have a P word shirt?
I have a P word shirt I had made for the show.
Okay.
I wore it once on the show, and when I sat down, he's like, "Oh, I was going to see if you wanted to change the name of the podcast, but now I feel bad." Christ.
I did want to change
That was a true story. That
True
did
story.
happen.
Yep.
Oh, but really quick, the only reason I talked about my thumb was I used GPS to go to the hospital. It took me to an empty field behind an abandoned building.
Oh gosh.
And it was like 3 a.m, and I'm just sitting there by myself in the car, like I'm gonna die. Bleed to death.
I'm
out
gonna
here.
bleed out here.
Yeah. And then when I got to the hospital, they left me there so long, it actually started to heal shut.
Just leave him alone. That thing will just clean up and,
I'm
coagulate.
like, I really
It's
want,
gonna coagulate.
I really
Funny.
want them to look at this, make sure everything's cool, and then stitch it. So the nurse wasn't coming, so I just went and tore it back open a couple of
Oh
times.
yeah, you
Fucking
get an
Florida
infection.
hospitals are a nightmare.
Yeah, but when we went this trip, it was so. We almost invested in a property in Florida. We talked about it a few years ago.
Yeah.
And this trip we were like, thank God we actually didn't, because it was, we must have changed our clothes and showered 4 times a day. Every day. It was so
it's gross.
hot.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I don't think this is for us.
We've really never been there that time of year before.
No, this was unusual.
Because usually when
for
we go
take a
for
trip.
Halloween Horror Nights, we go in October, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Or maybe it was just really hot.
It's been a hot October.
Hot-tober.
It's October.
By the way, Halloweenika is still going on. Those lights are still lit, so I think it may be 14 days
Dude,
long.
you might get a long run out of it.
Yeah, I might do the 14
Oh,
days.
the candles?
Yeah, they're still going.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, not that
How many do you have left?
There's 3 left hanging in the tree. The rest of them are in the bathroom. Bree just stacks them in our downstairs foyer bathroom and just leaves them in there. But yeah, they're still burning. It's crazy. It's going to be 2 weeks in a couple of days.
In return for money.
So
That's cool.
It is definitely a Halloween
How are you
miracle.
making money on
Oh
that?
my gosh, it's crazy that it's been 2 weeks since then.
Almost, yeah.
God.
I guess what I'm gonna
Time goes so fast.
I guess what I'm gonna have to do
It
since
keeps slipping into the future.
slipping.
Slipping. Yeah.
Sounds slippery.
In other
No,
words, give me the pen.
sick stuff.
Thanks.
Trying to think. I had some notes here.
I'm thirsty.
What the hell is this about?
Yo.
Here.
You don't like it?
I can do without it.
Oh.
By the way,
I can do with
happy
it.
birthday to Mark Burkert.
Yeah, happy
Yes,
birthday.
happy birthday, Mark.
Mike Calmia's birthday is on Thursday.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Then you
Yeah.
guys can celebrate for when you guys play this weekend.
Yeah. We're doing a wedding Friday
Yeah.
night.
Well, I guess you can't do it there because
And
it is
Saturday
all
night
about
we
the
are
bride
at the
and groom.
wonderful Gravel Pike Inn near the state prison.
Yeah, Greaterford's awesome.
It is a neat little place that we play. We have a friend, Larry, who owns a bar, and we play at his bar because it's fun. That's why we play there.
So one of the other things
We were at the Wonder Tower this past weekend, and we were at McStew's. Both very good shows.
And how did that work out, by the way, after your adventure with your phone?
What happened with your phone?
I dropped my phone, and I couldn't find it, and I cut my hand open, and then the meatball fell, and then I got to the water tower, and everybody's like, "You look angry."
And your meatball rolled under the seat?
It didn't roll under the seat.
It rolled into the pocket of the door.
It rolled on the table and onto the floor.
But
And next time you saw it, it rolled out the door.
Find a fucking phone, and I'm in the parking lot looking under the car.
Rolled in the garden.
I've been told about eating meatball
I know.
sandwiches in the car.
But what I did
rolled
was
under a bush.
I got some pepperoni with.
There's a song that
next time you saw it, it was nothing but mush.
You know, it's not real meat in a Wawa meatball. I don't think anyway.
Well, you shouldn't say that. That would be slander against Wawa.
It's okay. He can just run for president.
I don't know what to say because I ain't never talked to no door before, you know?
But
oh my God.
some of the other notes I talked about. Do you know the movie Wicked?
Wicked.
We have seen the trailer. I've actually seen the Broadway show in New York. It was very good.
It looks interesting.
They have.
Is it a musical? I think it's a musical.
Yeah, it's a musical.
Is it a
I don't
musical?
like fucking
movie?
musicals, man.
He's never gonna watch.
Well, they
it.
have a doll. They have a set of dolls out.
Oh, I heard about that in their Wi-Fi.
Well, no, that's not it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is they had to recall a bunch of them.
That's what I heard.
Because
why?
They had the website to go to, and the website should be wickedmovie or whatever.com.
Oh, I thought it was because the dolls were connecting to a dirty site.
No, the website to go to on the back was wicked.com.
Oh.
Go to wicked.com and show me what that says.
I'll be glad to.
I can actually do it and put it online in a minute.
Are we going to get in trouble for that?
No, I don't think so.
I think so. Yeah, you can't put anything.
I'm not going to.
Porn related on YouTube.
Yeah, we don't want that on the P word.
It's not. I'm not going to do that. Oh no, never mind. I'm not going to go.
It's verifying that I'm a human.
That's it. It's going to verify that you're 18.
Well, I am
because it's a porn site.
Actually, I'm not 18. I'm 57.
But yeah, it's a porn site, so they had to recall all the packaging.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Mommy.
Well, yeah.
Look, it's Aunt Marcia.
That's like when all those Cabbage Patch Kids took you to a snuff site.
You couldn't think of
Anything.
fake aunt.
No, I had to pick
You
a
had
real
to
one.
use a real one.
That would be weird.
Oh my
There's my Aunt Marcia. I didn't know she did that. I mean, I figured she did something, but not that. It's that one thing that nobody wants to see.
It's that, yeah. You just quite
And
don't
one with
know.
the horse. What was with the horse? I give her a lot of credit that, she was able to handle the horse. But
was that Catherine the Great?
I don't know.
Bob L. Cole Sr. says he comes across this podcast and he just wanted to stop and say hi. And he's a
I know who Bob is.
So he said hi.
I think I know.
There's Franklin.
I don't think you listen too good.
Hi, buddy. Come on. No.
You're really a loser.
Do you want to come up and be on the show?
Frankie, he's a loser, the cat.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey, watch your mouth.
He just loves his mommy.
What are you doing, Franklin? Want to get on camera?
Mm.
You want to see some pussy on camera?
That happens when I'm at work and like somebody's cat jumps up on the thing and I'm just like, don't say a word. Don't say.
Is he staring into the camera?
Just don't say it.
Come here, Franklin. Come here, buddy.
Do you want to come up?
Come on.
You can come sit with me. You want to come sit with mommy? Come on. It's okay.
You got food up there? That's like our kitten.
Got beer?
We call her Kitten because she's a cat, and we don't. I don't know if she knows her name. We just call her Kitten, but she'll be at home all day sleeping on the bed, and the minute Bree walks in the house, she comes tearing downstairs and meow and meow meow meow.
She thinks she's getting food.
And I'm like,
She
fuck
wants
you, cat.
to eat. Right.
Food and snuggle.
Don't wake me up at 3 a.m.
Well, cats
Oh.
have a primary.
Bob's the bassist in Hammer Sheep.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. Well, I just read it because I can't hear anything
Yeah.
or see anything. Come here, buddy.
So cats have a primary, their go-to.
Yep.
That would be me. And then they have secondaries. So I'm sorry.
No, it's
You're
weird.
secondary.
This cat goes back and forth, but I told the two of them when we got the cats, I'm like, you're feeding the cats. You want
That's
cats, you're
why
feeding the cats.
you're secondary,
Yeah,
not
and
primary.
I know, and cat sleeps on her because I move around too much. But the other day, I was sleeping on my hip, and I'm
Plus,
like,
she feeds
"Ah."
them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
and it's supposed to be. It was supposed to be.
I always
Caitlin's
thought
cat.
that feeding the cat was rewarding.
You feeding the cat sausage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Really?
Oh my!
It's like the Jerky Boys.
It's just like bad dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we could actually do that. I think we can do that.
What, the turkey voice?
Yeah, I think we can do that. I don't know if there's.
You might get in trouble for that.
There were some prankster shows that were out there too, where people would do practical jokes to people in public. Like they would do absurd.
Is that like Punked?
Like Crank Yankers?
No, that's like.
There's so many
phone call
sites.
thing, but
David used to watch it when he lived here.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah.
Hey everyone, big heads up. Haley
And it would crack him up because we would watch the show, and he would just laugh out loud at these guys.
Yes, I bought glasses there. My name is Saul Rosenberg.
Yes?
And my eyes are going crazy.
Okay, well, let me pull your record card. Hold on, please.
Okay, thank you.
You are going to get burned.
You're going to get in trouble for that.
All right.
I got burned for playing
Sorry.
Bambalance.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, we
they're
got in
gonna
trouble
kick
for
you
that.
off.
Yeah, they
All
got
right. Well,
really
maybe
mad.
we should
at
make
us
our
for
own prank calls to like an
it.
insurance
Can't,
company.
Star
oh.
69, you can't do it.
Jim, I finally got through my CD. This weekend, listen, I'm telling you, legit should be played on the radio. These songs, the goldfish, she took my goldfish and she took my dog and left the goldfish. She took my boots and now I'm wearing socks. I didn't get to legitimately like pay attention and listen until this weekend, and I had to listen to it twice. It was so good.
I mean, it does sound like a legitimate country song.
It does.
Except for the mess. She took all her stuff, but I couldn't care less. But something was missing. I had to sit down. My old faithful hound was nowhere to be found. She took my dog but left the goldfish.
It's a great song too. I love it.
She took my best friend and the steak off my dish.
What I need to do is just make up a name and just publish this shit out on Amazon.
You should.
Oh yeah.
You should. I'm telling you, everyone like me that loves country music
They'll hate you, Nancy.
will love
You're gonna be outside looking.
this CD. I'm telling you, will love it because it's funny, but it's good music. It's still.
It sounds good. Yeah.
It sounds good.
It's kind of ridiculous. Like
Franklin's making laps.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, where's the
boots and the socks?
Oh, wait a minute. That's why I was. Hang a minute. Wait a minute. That's.
Oh.
That wasn't even the CD version. Where's
You can't
that
find
was
it.
the demo.
That was the demo
Yeah.
version. There's two versions of each one. I kept going until I got
the
it
very
right.
first song is about the girl with the
See, on the
tractor.
demo, you used the cheap guitar and amp.
Yeah, this is the actual one from the CD.
She took all her stuff, but I couldn't care less.
I yelled at him. I was like, we need a little bit more reverb on this.
I had to sit down. My old faithful hound was nowhere to be found. She took my dog and left the goldfish. How do I explain this twist of fate? I wish. She took my best friend and the steak off my dish. But
Now, did you like the song that I wrote for you guys?
Well, which one was that?
I wake up to her voice, soft and sweet. She's got a country song in her soul down deep. Me, I'm all thunder, guitar screaming loud. But when she's by my side, I feel so proud. She's got her boots, I've got my chains. But none of that matters when we're dancing in the rain. She's my calm, my peace.
I didn't know that was a song that you.
Though we're different, I love her most of all. She's my country star in a heavy metal sky. With every smile, she takes me higher than high.
I didn't know that.
Really?
That I didn't. I just listened to the song. I
I'm
had
hearing
no
it for the first
idea
time.
it was for us.
The country spouse and the city spouse.
It's about right.
See, now it has a new meaning for me.
Yep.
It's very nice.
So now when you do your vows again and have another,
There you go.
there you
Now,
go. To that.
do you know that this man and I, all the years that we've been together, not one time, not once, have we slow danced together?
Really?
Not a single time.
Oh, wow.
No.
Incredible, isn't it?
No. Not once.
Not once.
I do that on the front yard
maybe,
sometimes.
Right? No?
I thought at David's wedding
I thought we did.
that they were going
was
to
drunk,
have. No, but I thought at his wedding that they would have slow dancing for couples to be able to like
Absolutely,
dance
yeah.
together, and not one of their songs was a slow dance at their
What
wedding.
did they dance to?
Crazy shit.
Wasp?
Okay, so
Close.
David and Abby did have a song that they danced to,
Mm-hmm.
but after that there was a mother-son dance and a father-daughter dance, but after that all other guests, it was just like fasting. It's just regular dancing.
And it was like all those songs that they love. And
So all night I was like, is there going to be a song where my husband and I can actually
no.
dance together? We've never done that.
What the hell, man?
15 years. We've never danced together. Not a single time.
I'm not a dancer.
Doesn't matter. You don't really have to know how to dance to
Right.
slow dance,
Yeah.
right?
I can attest to
Right?
that, yeah.
What test did you take?
I failed it. But yeah. I have nightmares about it, yeah.
Oh my God.
I actually got dragged out into
Are you
Bahamas.
sure we've never danced?
We have never once danced together.
Yeah, I got
Well,
dragged
you'd know
into
if you
a
were
dance
dancing with
contest.
me.
It was horrible.
I was dancing with you
You
at
would
the
know.
wedding, but we didn't, like, there was no
Oh, we were doing the dance
The hokey
dance.
pokey?
Yeah.
No, we were doing.
There was no pokey.
No, listen.
Doing the hokey.
So,
And there definitely wasn't a lot of hokey.
yeah.
I
So,
don't think the hokey was working.
anyway.
But
I wanted it to work, but
yeah, you guys dance
So
now. I'll put
he's
that
like,
song on.
Let's
You guys
just put the
I'll
song,
put the song on. You guys dance to it. It's like 3 minutes long.
No, we'll get to it. But I didn't know. Thank you very much. That's a beautiful song.
That's for you guys.
Thank you very much for that. That's very nice.
Call me an asshole!
No. But,
she might.
No, we had to pick a song. It was weird. It was like, I didn't. Like, so many of the songs that like we wanted to pick were things like that song "I Love You," but it's like I was a drunk and you came along. I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's a. I mean, it's totally right, but I don't know.
It must be hard for people because we
tough.
eloped. We didn't have a
We
wedding.
eloped to Ambler.
Well, we went to the Justice of the Peace,
Damn.
right?
Like rich folks.
We went to Justice of the Peace, so we didn't have
Right?
a wedding. But it must
Bluebell.
be
We were Bluebell.
Bluebell.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
it must be difficult for people when they plan a wedding. All of the details, including that first song that you pick to dance together
Yeah.
to. Right?
We had to sit
Unless
we were throwing them
unless
back
I'm
and
in
forth.
charge, then it would just be like all Kiss songs and
Oh, but that's
What are you going
for
to dance
sure.
to Beth?
sure.
Yeah, he would.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah, he
It's
would
about
have.
the size of my life.
We went back and forth. We finally settled on "Groovy Kind of Love."
What is that song? What's the lyrics of that song that you would say that?
She's
I'll
like
read- I'll read them to you.
he's never home because
I'm
he's
never
busy.
home because I'm always out playing.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, was it hard
So you
for
don't-
you
you
and
don't know
Bree
that,
to
huh?
like choose on?
we were like we were thinking about, like I said, that song "I Love You," but it's like I'm like it's a little too on the nose, maybe. And I'm,
Here you go.
like,
You ready?
Drunk and
I'll
stuff.
read you the lyrics. Don't look. All right. Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now. Me and the boys are playing, and we just can't find the sound. Just a few more hours, and I'll be right home to you. I think I hear them calling. Oh, Beth, what can I do? Oh, Beth, what can I do?
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to do that at your wedding. That just like dooms you to
You
divorce.
say you feel so empty that our house just ain't a home.
oh well, you wouldn't play that at a wedding
course
because that's
not.
basically just
It's the
telling
breakup song.
Right, it is a breakup song. It's like you're never around, so you're leaving me alone.
You're not going to
so.
dance to Detroit Rock City.
So I'm gonna go
either,
find
you know?
another guy.
I would dance to that.
But we did this one, and I won't play a lot of it.
Oh, I remember that song.
So that's what we did. Yeah, I guess it's a fucking thing. But so we did that one. We were like throwing them back and forth. But yeah, it's just we ordered our whole wedding off the internet. Like we got some minister off the internet, and then it was like ordering off a Chinese menu. Like we'll take that from we'll take A from there and B from here and D16 from over here. All kinds of crazy shit. Like we just added in.
Yeah.
And then we made them do. We did two things that kind of messed with everybody. So the first thing we did was, it was like, let's give I would walk down with everybody and then give the moms a rose. Well, my mom had died that year.
Mm,
A couple of
that's
months before we got
terrible.
married. And so I just said, leave an empty seat next to my dad. And so I went over to her mom. I gave her the flower and I hugged her and I shook her dad's hand. I went over to my dad and I put the thing down on the chair. And then I started tearing up.
It's hard.
And I looked at my dad, my Red Foreman dad, and he's starting to tear up.
Aw.
And he just looked up at me and I hugged him. You know, everybody starts crying. Like
Oh, for sure.
the whole grove of people we have, they're all crying and stuff. And I'm just hugging him, and we're like, that lingered for a while. And then I just, he shoved me away and said, go fucking get on with it.
Get away from me, Jim, you son of a bitch!
And then,
yeah.
So then Bree comes out as we practice, and everybody's fucking crying. And she gives me this look, what the fuck did you do?
Right. like, all right, are we getting married today or we're not?
So,
like, what is this?
And then the other thing we did was,
Christ.
because my dad, every time, after I said, yeah, we got engaged, every time he saw Bree, he's like, you can back out.
That's humor.
Yeah, that's just
I
humor.
know. I mean, so what we did was we said we just want to have that thing where if anybody has any reason these two shouldn't be married, speak now or forever.
You
hold
put
peace.
that in there?
We put that in there, but as soon as she finished saying it, the whole wedding party turned around and just looked at my dad. And asshole that he was like, he was just about to say something.
That sounds like your humor.
And
so
he
that's-
actually blushed like he was embarrassed because
Yeah.
everybody was staring at him.
Right.
So that kind of made up for everybody crying.
I
shit.
just think the whole wedding thing is just so much, right?
Oh, and we moved at the same time, like right around the same time.
gosh.
I'm like, let's just fucking do and I got laid off.
That's why people, I guess it takes them a year
What a great
to
time
plan
that
out their
Oh,
wedding.
let's just fucking change everything.
wife?
I say, go to the Justice of Peace.
Did you notice?
So
Yeah,
easy.
Tom, YouTube shit the bed. I'm gonna upload the show to YouTube later. Sorry
Did you
about
see
that.
what I posted about tonight?
Yeah.
It's the return of Chickenman.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking at 8:30 we're going to do an episode of Chickenman.
4 minutes.
What is Chickenman?
Well, you'll see. I know.
I mean,
Is this a Philly
it
thing?
fucking is the song Beth. Come on.
Is this a Philly thing, though?
No, it was a national thing.
It's a fucking weird thing.
But it was played locally on Wi-Fi 92 in Philadelphia.
God, Wi-Fi 92. Back
was
when it
it?
wasn't countrified.
No, it was that's the XTU. It was a rock station with pop leanings.
That's why I don't know about it, because I only
You grew
country.
up in Beaufuckville.
Well, okay, whatever.
And it was like
But I
604
only
years
listen
ago.
to country.
Huh.
So.
We didn't. Do we even have a country station back
Not
then?
when we were growing up. No, not that I know of.
First one. Well, I know there had to be one because my parents used to turn it on whenever we went anywhere.
His parents listened to country music too.
My parents were like, there was a lot of country in my house. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I
Bucky Goldstein and the Buckettes.
I remember walking downstairs and my parents are sitting there glued to the TV watching Lawrence Welk, and I just ran out of the house screaming, like, no.
Yeah, it was not good.
No,
We watched Hee Haw in my house, and we watched the Dukes of Hazzard.
My father
they watched
constantly
Hee Haw,
watched Hee Haw
Hee
and
Haw.
would extol the virtues of Roy Clark to me.
Oh, okay.
And you should, if you want to be a guitar player,
You do what he
you
does.
should be like him.
You got to wear them bibballs.
Yeah.
And then we would watch the Dukes of Hazzard, of course.
Dukes of Hazzard.
They came on before Dallas.
No, it came on.
You lie. You stinking liar.
Was it Dukes of Hazzard?
Or was
I'm
it-
trying to remember. It was Friday nights.
Yeah. I thought it was Dallas. Or was it Falcon
Maybe
Crest?
I'm thinking of Thursday night. So Thursday night was
Okay, how do you remember what night?
because it was we had a very structured situation.
Because I used to be mad if I was home to watch the Dukes of Hazzard.
So I don't know what night it was, but it was.
But I lived in Florida. I think it counted as church.
Magnum PI was on, and the show The Brothers after that. Oh my God, Gerald McRaney, the show that he was on.
Wait, he's like the soldier dude, or
Well, he wasn't a soldier. He was. They were investigative reporter. They were investigators.
oh,
We all love Daisy Duke. Yes.
Oh, of course we did.
Yeah.
I just remember what was the one with the guys who had that weird looking helicopter. There was
that was Salvage One.
No, that was the guy who had the That was the spaceship he made out of.
I love that show.
Yeah, I know.
That was a great
I was
fucking
explaining
show.
that show to Bree a few weeks ago. Yeah, it was. He made a spaceship out of a cement mixer.
Yeah.
Airwolf?
I know the show you're talking. No,
that was J. Michael Vincent.
It was the dual blade helicopter.
Wasn't
a
that
Chinook.
Airwolf?
It was a Chinook helicopter.
No, it wasn't a Chinook. It was some other weird. I know. I don't remember what.
I know the show you're talking.
They had
about.
that weird face drawn on it. It was, I forget what kind of.
Oh
it was
my
some
god,
fucked
that was a
up
great
like
show.
hell.
That was not,
Yeah.
I think they were all Tom Post shows.
Probably, yeah.
So do we want to dive into Chicken Man? Are we ready?
Yeah, let's go.
For those who have not been initiated, Nancy and half our audience, here we go. This is Chicken Man. This is from I don't know what year.
The Office of the Police Commissioner of Midland City.
Commissioner's office. No, this is not the commissioner. No, it's not the crusading capon. Look, this is Miss Hellfinger, the commissioner's secretary. What do you want? Yes, the wonderful white-winged warrior is going to strike again. What's he going to what? The earth polluters. I said he's going to fight the earth polluters. You're welcome.
Miss Hellfinger, send in the winged warrior immediately.
He's not here.
Where is he?
He's out in the city hall front lawn picking up candy wrappers.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can see him there out the window.
Oh, yes, I see him. Gee, he's very brave, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you think I should send help?
I'm sure he can handle it.
Yes. Miss Hellfinger?
Yes.
Look, I don't think it's just candy wrappers he's picking up.
No, it's everything.
Potato chips.
Milk cartons.
Pop cans.
Chewing gum.
Oh, my.
Rubber Johnnies.
Does he have a tool, or is he actually using his bare hands?
His bare hands.
I would have never watched or listened to it.
Okay. Hey, Lou.
It's boring.
Look, ain't that cute?
What?
That big bird there's going around picking up litter, look.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody must have trained it or something.
Yeah.
Hey, throw your cigar down, see if it picks it up.
I ain't through with it.
Hey, look, bird. Look over here, bird. Throw it down, Lou.
All right, but I ain't through with it.
Hey, look. Hey, it's coming over here. Hey, look, Lou.
Yeah.
Pardon me, sir, but do you know that you two have committed a crime against nature?
I'm
Oh,
bored.
we ain't even going together or nothing.
No.
I honestly,
You're ruining it.
I really don't have a sense of humor. I guess I
As look down
can't
and
get.
observe the famous fowl in action once again.
All right, I'll play
Do
another
you
one.
think that's funny?
Hold on.
Don't disagree with him.
Oh God, what's wrong with you?
He has such. Okay, so listen. He has said.
Hold
to
on.
me-
Hold
Okay.
on. Just shut your trap for 5 seconds. God.
All right.
I actually purchased
Make it funny.
I purchased every one of these things on a CD and burned them and gave him the file. I gave him the CD, and the only thing he said was they sound shitty.
Are you done yet?
Now, another exciting episode in the life of the most fantastic crime fighter the world has ever known.
This is why you never slow dance.
Exactly. I wish for your sake it was funny.
You missed the best part of the show is the
Listen.
intro.
Okay.
The Office of the Police Commissioner of Midland City.
Yes, come in. Commissioner? What? Oh, yes, I am. My name is Benton Harbor.
He carries in his right hand a large suitcase.
Put down your large suitcase, Mr. Harbor, and tell me what I can do for you. Monday through Friday, Commissioner, I am regularly employed as a shoe salesman for a large downtown department store.
This is a
However, my
snoozer.
weekends will be free, and therefore I will be available to you as the
She
most
doesn't get it.
fantastic crime fighter the world has ever known.
Neither
and
does he.
I will be known as Chickenman. Miss Helfinger, please bring your notepad and pencil and come into my office immediately.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming so quickly. Miss Helfinger, this is Mr. Benton Harbor. Hello, Miss Harbor.
No, I'm Miss Hellfinger. You're Mr. Harbor.
Somehow it's horrifying if you see them.
Please take a note, Miss
You're not
Helfinger, that
supposed to see
Mr.
anything.
Harbor will be available
It's a
on
radio
weekends to
program.
fight crime as
Yes.
Chickenman.
Chickenman?
Chickenman.
And you
Benton
think
Harbor
this is funny?
opens the large suitcase. He
Okay,
removes from it a
here's the guy
strange costume
that told me
covered
the
with
best movie basically ever made. It was so funny. What is it?
It's a mad
World.
world.
Oh, I would have thought you would have said the other movie.
Okay, so he told me this was, we were just
You know what? Your boss is right. You have no fucking humor.
We were trying to find a movie to watch.
You're like fucked up.
And he was like, "Oh my God, you've never seen this movie?" And I was like, "No, I've never seen this movie." And he was like, "It is the best movie ever."
It is.
And
you have to be in the right mood for it.
You have to understand the context.
It's dated. Yeah, it's dated stuff.
And the time frame.
Yeah.
He turned that movie on, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" First of all, when he turns a movie on, typically, he goes right to sleep.
Well, I've seen it.
He will say to me, "This is the best
It's
movie
an educational
ever."
moment.
You have to watch it so that he can go right to sleep. And I'm watching, and I'm watching. Now, if I were to turn the movie off and to watch a movie I actually like and want to watch, he would have woken right up and been like, "What are we doing?
We're not going to watch The fucking Notebook for the 10th million time.
Listen, I only made you watch it once, and that was a tragedy, and it was too much for you. So sorry, but
what a fucking.
But yeah, even that movie.
It's a weird movie because
it's a weird movie.
It had I remember
The Russians Are Coming was my second favorite.
Oh my God, that's a little fucked up.
That's a fucked up great.
Yeah,
movie.
there were a lot of great stars in the movie.
Yeah, it's
I
an
think
ensemble.
What you said was right.
Well,
there are certain movies you have to be in the mood.
Mad World is
It's
the
a silly,
equivalent
silly movie
of watching
the Ed Sullivan show,
the Gumball Rally or whatever it was with the
the Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run.
Oh,
Cannonball Run.
The Gumball
Relative
Rally.
to the time
That
frame.
if you had said to me, "Oh, have you ever seen Cannonball Run?" I would have been like, "Yes, I have seen it, and it is a funny movie."
Yeah, but they're both relative to the time frame from which they came from.
But even so, Mad World. I remember
Our kids would think that the fucking Cannonball Run sucks.
Oh, everything
Goose
we
dick.
watch this TV, our kids would think is the lamest
Oh,
shows.
Caitlin hates everything we put on. Yeah, we put on Harry
It's
Potter
terrible.
and she was annoyed. But like, it's a Mad World.
We had terrible TV as
I think
kids.
it can't. At least in that I know of, the first time it came on TV, it was like 1980, the summer of 1980, and it was this huge thing. Like I wanted to see it. Like kids our age wanted to see it. We didn't know why, but it was like it was TV Guide went crazy for it. So, we're watching. Everybody's in their house watching the movie. We're all like 12 years old or whatever, and lightning strikes one of the little underground transformer things and blows up outside across the street from my house. All the power goes out. So like everybody goes outside to see what's going on because it's happening right outside my house. My friends come over like, "Yeah, we were watching this Mad." And I'm like, wait a minute. I have a 6-inch TV that takes batteries. So I ran the
so
house.
you got to watch it.
So
I was getting nervous about where it's
So-
going.
so-
No, there's the 6 inches
I
and
was like,
batteries.
what?
So
What?
no, it took D's, not C's. But we set it up on the front porch of my house, and like me and like 4 of my friends, and then a couple people more, and all of a sudden I realized there were all these girls from the neighborhood here, and I'm in my jammies looking like a loser. So I ran upstairs and changed into something a little more sexy, like probably
Where'd Jim go?
probably like gym shorts and my socks up to my knees.
Right.
Where'd that strange
Yeah,
looking
that
boy
was better.
go?
Where'd that
with the
asshole-
television?
Where'd that asshole go? TV's looking
Yeah.
all wonky. But yeah, there were like kids. There must have been somebody actually mentioned this to me on Facebook a couple of months, maybe about a month ago, that they remembered this. There were probably like 20 kids sitting on my porch watching that movie.
Now, how old were the actors in a Mad World?
The Three Stooges were in it.
No, what were the ages of? Was it Don Rickles? Was he in one of the guys in the movie? No. Who
like
else?
Buddy Hackett.
Buddy Hackett was in it. Who else was in it?
Inka Dinka Dink guy.
Thank you.
But how old were they when they made that movie?
30, 40 years
40.
old.
Didn't they look like they were 60
Oh,
or
yeah.
70?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's the trouble I have with it. Because when
You don't like old people?
No,
No, but, like,
listen, I have my troubles with old
Lovey
people.
Howell was probably
older.
was probably younger than you when Gilligan's Island was on, but she looked 1,000 years older.
How about
Lovey? I think the
That's what I said.
problem that I had with it was like me in the era, like Tom is like, oh, for the
Tom,
for the
I'm
era
talking
of the
about
movie.
girth, okay?
But I'm saying to me when I was watching with you recently, it's like watching your grandparents act.
Yeah. It's like
But
watching
they're
an old show.
young.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Sid Caesar, I never understood that. Like I could never have watched his show of shows. Like that kind of like variety shows. I think that the last variety show I probably watched was like the Hudson Brothers back in the 70s.
When we were kids, it was Carol Burnett. Like we watched that in Mama's House was the other, like.
Big W.
We watched that every week.
Jerry Lewis was in it. There he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people just did really quick cameos.
But they're not very old, but they look like they're sick.
Don
We
Knotts.
We're almost 60, but we don't
Tom,
look.
you've never seen
Yes,
it.
we
Why do you
60.
act like this?
Yes, we do.
Stop looking at my
You
wang.
think we look 60?
To kids that are 20, we look 60.
Oh, I guess.
I don't know. My kid says I don't look my age.
They're being nice.
Or was that act?
They're being nice.
No, she's being serious. She doesn't get it.
And you don't smoke.
That's true, too.
Yes.
All these people smoked.
Yep. Smoked and drank and were kind of ugly.
Uncle Milty. This is all from the movie.
But you fell asleep.
I always fall asleep. First time I saw it, I was up the whole time. He kicked the bucket.
I remember, like I said, I was 12 years old. I saw that and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
See, why is it funny to me now? Because now I'm getting it.
Because you're laughing at him.
Because now I'm getting it. He's like, he kicked the bucket and the guy's laying on the ground and then the bucket's going down the hill. Yeah. Okay, maybe I just wasn't in the right mood.
You got to be in the mood.
You're very
for that,
rarely
yeah.
in the right mood when it comes to that stuff. So
I don't think so.
I mean, we put stuff on and I sometimes I fall asleep and I feel like a dick. And then I'm, and I know I'm sitting there like, were you asleep? No.
Yeah.
So the same people who made Chickenman used to do a series of commercials locally in Philadelphia for Keystone Volvo, and they were very similar to Chickenman.
Yeah. I think they used some of the same voices.
We played some of that. It was all the same people.
Yeah.
The Mrs. Hellfinger was the mother.
That's like a demon's name.
She was a mother, and she had her son, who was Chickenman. He was the same guy, and she'd bring him in, and he was, his name was Timmy, and he had his bang bang, and they're trying to buy a car.
Sounds terrible.
I know. I'm trying to find it. Trying to find the commercial.
I miss the old Royal Auto ones. Where it's like, we're sensitive at Royal Auto.
Yes.
Why did you choose that voice?
He was the Cheetos guy, wasn't he?
No, it was just some dude.
Paul,
who was local.
it always irritates him when people that own a business do their own commercials.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate that.
And he's just like, why do people feel like...
Hi, my name is Bob. I own Bob's Cigarettes. You should buy a cigarette from me. It won't cause cancer. Yeah. Thank you. And none of that stuff.
I've always been your dealer. Okay.
I've always been your dealer.
I love Sunday Morning, and he
is
a sponsor of Sunday Morning, and I'm gonna say it.
He's a creepy fucking guy.
He's totally creepy. He might be a great guy.
I think he does a good commercial though.
It's a weird commercial.
But you know who does the best commercial, and it's on the radio, is Norm's Carpet. He tells a joke about his wife.
God, yeah.
Norman's Carpet. I laugh at his jokes.
Now, your brother-in-law hates those commercials.
I know. Sorry, Bill. Sorry.
What is he like? Like strangle a cat when he
No,
hears
they
one?
have their own flooring company.
They did business together,
and they did business together, and he used to install for them. And then Bill and Stephanie have their own flooring company, 7 West Flooring in Wayne, and
7 West.
7 West.
950 East.
Huh?
What?
By the way, the helicopter was a Sikorsky, but not the double-bladed one you're thinking of.
Oh, I thought it was the...
No, it's not that one. It's this ugly thing.
That was the great.
And that
show.
was this guy.
Tom's
There it
being
is.
mean.
There it is.
He says you had to explain everything.
Tom, a mansplainer.
And it was called Riptide.
Oh my God.
Riptide.
How I feel.
And that show was so good.
Stupid woman.
I remember one time I was talking to Lisa St. John, the old DJ from, I don't know.
I remember that name.
Yeah, there was a whole story there, which is too seedy and disgusting to think about. But
what? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. But I was talking to her, and I said something about commercials. Do you remember the commercial years ago where it was like, but Ed, you are large. But Lisa, we go to, and it was like some car place. And every time they started talking to each other, they mentioned each other's names. But Ed, but Lisa, but Ed, but
Frank.
Lisa.
Okay, so I think I may have found one of them. Let's see if this is it. This is a Keystone Volvo commercial. And the people that did Chickenman, they had an agency and they did all these commercials. So let's see if this is one of theirs. I don't know if it is, but let's try it.
Hello.
Keith?
Yep.
It's Janet from the factory. Where are the donuts?
What donuts?
Keith, you pulled donut duty. It's part of working the night shift. You left 2 hours ago.
There's a lot of traffic.
It's 3 a.m. There's no traffic.
I got a flat tire.
No, you didn't.
I was abducted by aliens.
No, you weren't.
Go away, aliens. I'm not going with you.
Keith, are you parked in front of Keystone Volvo again?
No.
What is the draw with Keystone?
Well, they have a huge selection, amazing prices.
Why is
great
he so
service.
much louder on the right channel?
No, they're closed.
What's the big deal with
left,
Keystone
he's right.
Volvo?
The salespeople
Yeah, but he's
are great,
loud.
No pressure, no hype. They were here for me when I bought my Volvo, too.
Can you just get the donuts and come back to work?
Let me ask the aliens.
Stop it. We know where you are.
Do you guys mind stopping at the donut shop on the way back?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Donuts are like pastries with big holes in them. Like the shape of your ship, as a matter of fact.
Okay, come back
That's
to
what
work.
they're-
Come back.
Okay, I'll be back soon. Keystone Volvo wants to thank you for working all night.
But it's like,
Keystone
at some
Volvo.
point, you're like,
Wait,
what the fuck is
that
this
was
commercial
a
about?
legitimate commercial?
That's a legitimate commercial by the same people that made Chickenman.
And that
Right?
was on the radio.
It was very much on the radio.
Okay.
And I
All right.
used to.
Well, they had a
I have to
captive
say you that
audience.
I would get I would get really excited for these fucking commercials because I love that ensemble.
Were you raised in a closet?
No, I was raised in a small bathroom.
That makes sense then.
So you don't know these commercials, Jim?
No, I do. I remember.
Is this a Philly commercial?
Here you go. Here's another one.
Keystone.
So Keystone Volvo in
Okay.
Berwyn.
It's like a Gagnus Chrysler Plymouth commercial.
Here we go.
Hi, you read my poem last week?
Oh, yes, done.
That's not creepy
Chuck.
at all.
Oh, so, Chuck, what can Lila help you with?
You told me that this is the best time to buy a cow. You said buying a cow would change my life. I live in a second-story condo. It was a bad idea.
I did not say cow. I said cow.
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 Cow?
You know, like cow, like with wheels. Can you drive?
Oh, car. Buy a car.
Yes, just like I am saying to you.
Oh.
Cow. Now is good time. Keystone Volvo is having its model year end sales event.
Well, I bought a cow.
I hear that. You're supposed to go to Keystone Volvo and see big
Oh,
selection.
that's
Volvos
terrible.
are so safe.
So these people own this business and decided
They
to do
make
their
radio
own.
commercials. And now I'm going to see if I can find the
Well,
bang
then when I
bang.
was talking about,
do
like,
an accent.
I mentioned this to this DJ, and she's like, "Oh, I produced those." I'm like, "Why did they suck so hard? Like, why was it like?
So
Why was it like Bud Ed, but Lisa?" And she's like,
Him
"Lisa was
being
the
a guy
daughter."
that does voiceovers,
I
that's
love these.
terrible.
No. Let's see. Here's another one. Oh, this might be it.
Sweetie, I wanted to talk to you about buying a new car.
Oh, Dad, I already have it covered.
I know you're a college graduate with your own business, but there's still a few things you can learn from your old man.
Okay.
Sounds
Like
a little
where to buy
older.
a
I
new
got to give
car.
him that.
Oh, Keystone Volvo.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I know you buy your cars at Keystone Volvo, so I thought he knows what he's doing.
And so?
And Volvos are safe and secure.
That's boring.
Oh, it. Oh,
I'm trying to find the Bang Bang. Oh, here
Okay.
it's Skippy. This is it.
Skippy.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
need to buy a
I understand you have a very troubling dream to tell me, Skippy. Yes, Doctor. My mom and I were walking and we came to a Volvo dealership which had really friendly salespeople. Ah, Keystone Volvo. What? Well, Keystone Volvo is the relaxed and friendly dealership. The salespeople don't pressure or hype you. Yeah, I'm talking about a dream, Doctor. So am I. The salespeople at Keystone Volvo are a dream to buy from, and they have a great selection of new and used Volvos. Could I finish my darn dream, please? Sorry, go on. Anyway, my mom, as usual, butts in and says Skippy wants to be a Keystone salesperson. Good move. They're highly respected. Could you stick a sock in it? You're worse than my mom. I'm sorry. Did you always want to be a Keystone Volvo salesperson? That's what the Keystone guy in the dream asked me. And what did you say? No, I used to want to be a cowboy, and the Keystone sales guy says... That explains why you're wearing a cowboy hat and six-shooter. What? It's called a bang bang.
So
I sense some hostility here. Why can't anybody ever get it straight? A bang bang is a bang bang. Which, of course, is symbolic of your male sexuality. Yeah, that's what my mom... I don't want to talk about this, okay? Just drop it.
Right. Keystone Volvo in Doylestown.
I want to know what the guy told him about being a cowboy.
Boy, that was really something for
But it was
them.
an ongoing ad campaign with Skippy.
Yeah.
And when did these commercials come out? Like
In the
what?
90s.
Oh, in the 90s.
This was
Okay.
post Chickenman. And they did a lot of commercials.
When was Chickenman? 70s?
70s, yeah. 70s and 60s.
So what the hell happened to the 80s?
I think they retired.
Oh, man. I just remember like some of these, like we would like bring a boombox, be playing like softball or stickball or some crazy shit.
You were playing Chickenman?
Never played attention to that stuff.
No, I would do radio shows when I was a kid growing up. I'd made my own radio shows, and we would do all this stuff. And well, one of these days I'll bring
you can
the cassette player
appreciate
in, and I'll play you some of the radio.
See, I can't do the ones I made in college because that would get me
that's
put in
we
prison.
don't want that. No.
And there's one I did when we were like 10, and I cannot get the guy to give me the tape.
Here's another Chickenman.
And he's autistic, so I know he has it. He's autistic.
Yeah.
Ademai, because I can't pronounce it.
A weekend Winged Warrior special. Chickenman versus the Earth Polluter.
Yeah, same one. Just did this one.
Maybe.
Warden Mahogany speaking. All 8,000 of them. Oh my, how'd you ever pack so many men into one itsy-bitsy room? Oh, they're holding their breath and standing rigid, I see. Yeah, well, we're on
That's
our way.
very dirty.
Are the prisoners ready for us, Warden?
Yes, they are, Commissioner. They're waiting in the small dining room.
8,000 of them?
Yes, Winged Horror.
Warrior. That's Warrior.
Right. You see, the big dining room is being painted.
Gee, all those 8,000 men in such an itsy-bitsy room.
Well, these are good men, famous fool.
Wow.
Hey, you married the guy.
Fine men, and if you need
I
them,
didn't
they'll
know
be
this
good.
about him.
Listen, Warden, isn't somebody holding their breath for us?
So they are. Quickly, Commission Feathered Fighter, this way.
Gee, I hope I get a lot of volunteers. I'm sure you will, Winged Warrior, for I've heard that these are good men, honest men, decent men in this jail, and I'm sure...
And here we are.
My gosh, look at all those men.
8,000 of them.
In this itsy-bitsy room.
Here's the microphone, Feathered Flyer.
Fighter.
Right, fighter.
Men, my name is Chickenman. I'm here to find volunteers for the Beak Patrol. BEAK stands for Beautiful Earth and Air Keepers.
These are good men.
Now, if you'd like to help fight pollution and protect our environment, step forward and let me know.
They can't do that in this
itsy-bitsy room. Okay, then, if you'd like to let me raise your right arm
they can't do that either.
in this itsy-bitsy room.
Right.
Perhaps if they simply shout it out to me.
They're holding their breath.
Holding their breath in the itsy. Look, men, if you wiggle your nose, your ears, or blink your eyes, I'll know you want to volunteer.
They don't seem to be.
Perhaps they're dead.
Oh, no. These are good men. Honest men.
Men, I need your help out there. Our Earth is in danger.
I'll tell you that Jim and I sit here when
that?
you're not here, and we laugh at these.
Don't you understand?
He's playing to you.
Yeah, he's playing to you.
I want to talk to you.
This is coming from the guy that halfway
fuck
through
away.
anything I do, he
I
interrupts
was
with
gonna
this.
get it!
And I never go back to
man.
it. So
fuck you, man! Fuck you, man! Fuck you, fuck you.
Say hello to my little friend.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You disgraced yourself,
Fuck you, man.
and you must be punished.
Fuck that! You fucked up. You gotta be kidding. I know that, but you know why, Vic? Fuckery!
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I know you have been inconvenienced.
Oh.
I'm prepared to
Why is
compensate
Darth
you.
Vader speaking like that?
Because it's not Darth Vader.
How about you?
How about you?
Quit playing.
What the fuck difference does it make where I'm from, man?
Oh my god. No, those are good movies. Yeah. Those are great movies.
It's a whole different genre.
I understand.
They're drama.
Don't get all French.
You want a job?
I got a job for you.
Job for you.
It's like, what was it, like Sleepless in Seattle, where like the women are talking about like the
I'll
movies
call
they
you,
like,
boy, but-
and the guys were just like, that moment in Dirty Dozen when he drops the grenade down.
Yeah, I know. There's a huge difference.
It is weird because there have been nights like, I remember one time it was like a Sunday night, and it was when they did this, the Sunday night movie, and my whole family not my mom, dad, and I, because my sister.
The ABC Sunday Night Movie.
We're sitting there watching Kelly's Heroes.
Kelly's Heroes tonight on ABC.
And that's like still one of my favorite movies ever. It's just a good movie.
Never heard of it.
And
oh, for fuck's sake!
And you get to I remember getting to the end of that movie, and it's like 11 o'clock. News is about to come on. I'm like, how do they expect me to go to school after that?
I must have grew up under a rock. I don't know.
No, you grew up in a fucking bizarro world.
No, what you have to do is you guys have.
She literally grew up in Deliverance.
What you got to do is do what we did. You get a movie, you play it 1 week or 1 day, and the next time
we tried.
the movie.
No, we tried that.
Really?
So
she played The Notebook. I wanted to fucking kill myself.
I like that movie.
No, see.
And I wouldn't watch it a bunch of times. It does damage.
As separate as we are on our music tastes, it's the same with movies. So he loves It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. I like Bridesmaids. That's my comedy. or Hitch or one of those silly movies. And he's like, I'm not watching that. I'm watching The Avengers or I'm watching Iron Man.
Music on for this conversation.
But I do like that, by the way.
But no, I mean, we did that. Like I said, you've got to watch some of these movies just to get where I'm coming. So she watched Hooper and Smokey and the Bandit.
Tom Nally's saying, I'm going to be the next tram car guy. But she's the one that's going to put me in charge of that. She's in charge of all that, dude.
But, you know,
she's Ms. Wildwood. So if I fuck up, I'm not getting anything.
You better not do it. I do not want to see anybody replace her.
Watch the tram car.
No.
Bitch.
I mean,
That's the way I would do it.
You will be the most hated person in the universe.
Watch the tram car.
Let me tell you.
You don't want to do this.
Let me tell you something about Wildwood residents. They
are fascist.
They're
pig
very
fuckers.
traditional people, and they want to hear the national anthem at a certain time. And if it's not playing, we get a phone call. Why is it not playing? If the tram car, we had to rebuild tram car, the voice boxes, and take her original voice off the old boxes.
They're going to have to pay her.
And re-put them into new surroundings because they just got old. Nobody wants to replace her. She just deserves.
She wants money.
But she deserves to be paid for what she created.
Yeah. He should pay her just so he doesn't become the most hated guy in South Jersey.
So, I mean, I hope it works out for her. At the same time, the Wildwood residents want their tradition to play on no matter what.
Yeah.
So they need to figure it out. And I don't think Paulie's going to become the new tram car. It's just the residents would never allow that.
Oh, you had a fire? Fuck you, pay me.
No,
sounds exactly like
she
a
is
tram
not
car.
being that way. That's not what I got from.
She wants to be paid.
She deserves to be paid.
They're using her voice. I mean, they're selling tram car
There's
toys
and toys and everything else.
They're putting it on the toys.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
I have it.
That is why she got upset, and that's why she put an end to it. She was like, it was wonderful, just like him when he did the drone shows and he did some stuff for Wildwood this year.
It's 11 o'clock. Get the fuck off the beach.
Exactly.
It's time
the
to
mean
leave.
voice. But again, like they profited other things off of her, and she deserves to be paid
What
for.
if they profit off me?
Well, then you have
I
something
never signed
that
a
you
contract.
You did not sign a contract, by the way.
Oh, God, here we go.
That's called
it was
closed end deal.
It was just us saying we have a guy.
P word is this.
We got a guy.
You just need to listen.
All right, well, it's promotion time.
I know.
Holy shit. And that's what the P word is. Almost over.
Promotion word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Promotions.
Anybody here have anything to promote?
Well,
is Cat on tonight for
3
cat
minutes.
call?
The
Pat's,
cat call will be
busy.
on. No, what?
Pat's busy.
Cat.
Cat call.
Pat is busy.
She's saying
He's not here.
She's saying cat.
Cat.
Oh.
Meow. Caitlin has
She has a show on
Her-
Monco Radio. MoncoRadio.com.
Oh, I think I heard about
the
that.
cat call.
The cat call. So, you just listen. It'll be on. Go to MoncoRadio.com and watch it after this. And Tom's World is
Tom's World. This is Tom's World.
This
The world
this is not
This
Tom's.
is
That
Tom's
is Tom's
World.
World.
Yes.
That
You should watch his
Absolutely.
videos on YouTube. We watch them all the time.
It will make your manhood bigger.
Subscribe
I
and
don't
like
think that's
to
what's going
This
on
is
there.
Tom's
We're
World.
promoting.
You will learn a lot about our area, a lot
Our
of history.
area being Philadelphia,
Yes.
metropolitan, suburban, Bucks County area.
Places that you can visit and enjoy.
And now Valley Forge.
And it will increase
Yeah.
the girth of your schween.
Yes. Because knowledge increases your dick size.
Yeah.
And what do you have going on this weekend?
I'm playing a private party on Friday night.
Right, and
And then
you don't promote that.
Because you can hire Old School
Oh.
for a nominal fee. So we're doing a private party Friday night. And then Saturday we will be at the Gravel Pike in.
Gravel biking.
So you can stop up there and see Old School doing our thing. And I have a small promotion for Instinct. We will be at the Rusty Nail on 12/6. That's December 6th, a Friday night. If you want to see Instinct, see us now because shit's going to change. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
And we have a big show coming up in March. We'll
start charging money and beating people up, so you can see them now.
Rat Rod and Monte Carlo at Bar 13. That's going to be a triple bill that you will not want to miss. I have a couple other shows in the works, and they involve Breaker with Instinct, and you'll see that. And there is a lot of Old School news coming, but that will follow in the next few weeks. Stay tuned. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be wild.
It's going to be wild.
All right.
Who told you that?
Yeah.
Did your parents have any children that lived? Your ass looks like about 100. Your ass looks like about 100.
Why? Just why?
Because that's what it's going to sound like soon.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right. Well, have a great week, everybody.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. And
maybe we'll do something different.
I have to ask you about that. Not now.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to talk in front of all these people. Yeah. So.
All right.
Well, hey, to John Pieper, thanks for coming by for the last 4 minutes of the show. We'll be back next time at 7:30 Eastern.
And don't forget, this is Tom's World on YouTube.
This is Tom's World.
And our show will be on YouTube. I will fix this. This will wind up there eventually. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, there you go. All right. See you next time. Good night.
I know you ain't too happy at this moment, you know?
Quiet you.